Hello, welcome back to the Virginia School of Traditional Arts. Today we're going to be doing some cast iron cooking. We're going to be making some Brunswick stew. A good friend of mine, Mike Parrish, taught me how to make Brunswick stew when we were in college, and he was from Brunswick County, so that's one of the counties that Brunswick stew was claimed to fame, of course. We're going to be using chicken today, chicken and a little beef. Years ago, they'd have used whatever they had. They'd have used deer or squirrel or whatever they could catch back in the day. But basically, Brunswick stew was a fall of the year kind of activity, fall and winter. And here in Halifax County, Virginia, it's still a big tradition. We're just going to make a small batch today, but some of the fundraising folks around town, they'll make 300 gallons of this at a time, and they'll have it sold before they get it made. They have, of course, a much larger pot. We've got about a, I don't know, 2-3 gallon pot here, and we're just going to cook it over the campfire today, kind of the old way. And so I hope you come along with us and enjoy what you're seeing. You don't want to burn yourself when you do this, but we're just going to drop them in. Like I said, these are 3/4, 3 leg quarters. And they're pretty big leg quarters, you can see. And so we're going to put the top back on that, and we're going to boil that for approximately 30 minutes. We'll boil it till the meat falls off the bone. Alright, this is our first look. It's been about 20 minutes, 30 minutes. We're wanting that chicken to fall apart when we pick it up, but it ain't there yet. We may need to get a little more water put in there. See, our water is disappearing. And we'll get us a little more water put in there, and we'll be right back. Alright, it's been about another 20 minutes. I'm going to check again, see what she's looking like. They're boiling good. Her tongues, start looking at her. Yeah, see, now she's starting to break up a little bit. We'll put just a little more water in it. And what we're looking for is that broth. The chicken, we're making chicken broth and cooking our chicken at the same time. So we're probably gonna pull this chicken out in just a few minutes, and we're gonna start shredding it apart and save it for later. And then we're gonna put our potatoes and our onions and our beans and seasoning all in the pot. We'll cook those, and with a little bit of beef too. So we'll have some chicken flavor and beef flavor in this. Alright, we'll see if we get done. Let's see what they look like. Mostly right in my eyeballs. I think we're looking done. Before we hit it to fall apart. Fall off the bone. And the reason I use chicken thighs, I try to use chicken thighs. They didn't have only chicken thighs today. They had leg quarters, but they'll work too. The reason I use chicken thighs is there's less bones. Less bones. Let's see if I'm floating in there. Alright, so there's our chicken. Where you at? Here you go. There's our chicken. We're gonna let that cool and we'll pull that off the bone. We'll get us a. Sure I got it all. Looks like I got it all. Alright, we're gonna put some onions and taters in there now. Should have a few more potatoes, but that's all we got for the moment. We'll put that another 20 minutes till the potatoes are soft. We're going to add a little beef that's been cubed up, just a little roast. Let it boil in there. Just a little roast that's been cubed. And eventually that'll just cook down to nothing. It'll be just shreds of beef in it. You will never see that beef again. You wouldn't even know it was in there if I didn't tell you. And you want to stir it at this point a little bit so it don't stick to the bottom. And my wife has brought us some seasoning. Alright, we're going to have us some pepper, so we're going to put us a decent handful in, maybe even a little bit more. Alright, we got a little salt. We're going to put about that much in there. Got a little Worcestershire. I've had a little more of that. That's all we got.
Onion powder.
This is some onion powder. We got plenty of onions in it. I guess that'll work.
Salt powder.
We got some garlic.
Powder. This is cumin. You want cumin?
Sure.
It makes it smoky, but without being hot.
We're going to put a little cumin in it in case we ain't got enough smoke flavor yet. Alright, we got company at the campfire. Bella dog. Now, you want your chicken broken into pieces. No fat left in it, no bones and gristle, of course. So we're just going to add that back. Put it all in there. Throw it in there. Get our taters cooking. Get it up off the bottom a little bit. That's on that hot side.
Oh, that's scary.
Scary to the side. Alright, we averted the emergency. We covered off the handle. My wife is chuckling in the background. Shoved the handle over into the fire. Our neighbor is tearing the crap out of his tractor. I don't know what he's doing that for, but you hear something sound like it's tearing up in the background. That's our neighbor. Put her back on there and let her boil some more. And now all we're doing is every little bit stopping and stirring it about every 20 minutes, 10 minutes, something like that. keep the fire up to it. Don't have to boil it as hard now since our chicken and all our other stuff's pretty much done. We're just basically boiling it down. We're going to add just a pinch of sugar to it. Some people do that, some people don't. There's lots of recipes for this, but this is kind of our traditional Brunswick County recipe that my good friend Mike Parrish taught us at Virginia Tech. And we would like some beans too.
Oh yes, Okay, so you need sugar and lima beans.
Lima beans.
And also corn and tomatoes.
Corn and tomatoes, yeah, we're missing
All
some
of
more.
that.
Yeah, we need the
Oh.
stuff that's already cooked, basically, and put in there now, yep. So we'll bring you back when we're putting that in. Alright, we got us some lima beans and some corn today. We're using frozen, but you can use canned. Either way, these won't be frozen long in that boiling water. Some tomatoes.
I'm going to get those next. They're canned.
We'll throw them in. Our slower cooking down all that frozen in at one time. We got a little tomatoes coming. Put the top back on it, that makes her heat up faster. We'll bring you back when we get the tomatoes. Alright, a couple more things. Here's our tomatoes. They were fire roasted with garlic. I think they're fire roasted, didn't they say? Diced with garlic. Diced with garlic. And we'll put a little bit of sugar in it. Not a bunch of sugar, maybe that might be a big tablespoon, or a big teaspoon really. So then we're gonna stir it. Stir it up good. Our pot's getting full, so we gotta stir easy, don't put the fire out. What does that look like, Donna?
It's good.
Good. We'll get us some more potatoes tomorrow and add to it, I think. Just to do it now. We just got a cooker now until she gets done. Everything gets hot, done. Got some more chicken in this bowl.
A little bit. All them snuff like we're hoping you won't even notice.
Oh, is that what it was? Dogs. Hoping we wouldn't notice. Alright, now all we gotta do is cook. Stir every 20 minutes or so. I'd say keep her on there another hour and she'll be plenty done. We just added a little water there a minute ago. We gotta keep her stirred. I'm afraid it'll burn on us. Keep her stirred off the bottom. She is just about there. Just about there. I smell it. Smells good. We're gonna dip us out some here and cool us off a bowl full and give her a whirl. See what she's like. Alright, that's what we got. had to bring it over here to the light of my shop to see it, but that's what she looks like. I got me a bowl dipped out, cooling, because she is crazy hot still. She is done good. We're gonna put the top back on her. All right, we've laid us flat a couple of bowls full, and we're giving her a shot. I think it's pretty good. That's pretty good. Hope this has encouraged y'all to give campfire cooking a try. This is a real traditional dish here in Southern Virginia, and like I say, Brunswick County is right down the road. This always represents fall to me, and that this is using all the crops that you produce through the year. Now, we use frozen stuff. You could use canned. You could grow your own. All of it's good. You could use different meat. You could use wild meat. Basically, Brunswick stew was whatever you had on hand at the time. You want to cook it, your meat done, your chicken done, and pull all of the fat and the skin and the bones and the gristle and all of that out. Chop it up fairly fine, don't have to be too fine, and then add all your other things back. And salt and pepper to taste, and you can add whatever seasonings you like. I like Worcestershire. I like lots of pepper and lots of salt. Garlic. You can put whatever you like to into it. Hope this has encouraged you to give it a shot. Come see us at the Virginia School of Traditional Arts. You can sign up for a campfire class, campfire cooking class, or blacksmith class, or leather craft class, or horticulture class. We're starting those back up. We've been kind of shut down with this pandemic. I hope y'all have made it through the pandemic in good shape. It's been hard, but we've been struggling through that. And I hope y'all all have a safe time, and we'll see you on the next one. Thank you.